So, hi everyone, I'm sure you've already heard, I'm here with the guys from Vower.
Yes, sir.
Joe, how are we doing?
I'm good, man.
Yeah, long time no see?
Yeah, it's been a while. I'm trying to think when the last time was, but yeah, nice
I
to see
think
you.
the last time I spoke to you was Black Peaks. I remember Liam had a black eye.
That sounds like a high possibility to that.
Yeah, and we were initially first time.
Yes.
Yes, cool. And how's your download daily so far?
It's been great. Yeah, we came in last night, we got some sleep so we can just kind of got acclimatized and yeah, rolled into a great show.
And how's your day?
Yeah, really good, man. The show was good. Lots of faces and a bunch of people singing the words, which is always a nice surprise. Couldn't really ask for a better download debut, I suppose.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I was there. I noticed it.
Thank you.
And I'll say, you've all from like different bands before. Does that give you some expectation? Like beforehand, like does that give people do people expect it to be something more than it is, maybe, or?
Well, I don't know. I can't really speak for their expectations, to be honest. But and actually on the whole, like, try not to really think about that. It's like we write music for ourselves, and that might sound selfish, but that's the only way to do it in a way that feels authentic.
Yeah, I mean, was there any hesitation because actually you're all from different groups? Was there any hesitation of trying to meet those expectations?
No, and not like, and also not to try and sound like anything, or not sound like anything. I have a huge amount of respect for the people that I play music with, like, and like 10 times out of 10 they will turn up with a riff and it fucking slaps. So, you know, that's
Yeah, I mean, I see it like it's a clean slate.
Yeah.
Cool. Am I right thinking you and Liam were the two guys who sort of started this group? Or?
It's the three of us, really. Me, Rubir, and Liam. So I mean, maybe you want to speak for this, Rubir, but like in between the old band's ending and Vower starting.
Yeah, because me and Liam over the lockdown were skateboarding a lot together, and we were we'd always talked in the past about jamming and playing some music. We'd always been a fan of each other's bands, so like nothing was happening. Lockdown was kind of easing up. We're like, why don't we just hire a studio in Brighton for a couple of days to see what happens? And we ended up writing a couple of EPs under the name The Totemist, which was like just a side project we put out. And then when Joe heard that, he was like, "This is great. You guys work really well together. Why don't we try as a three?" Because me and Liam, and then Joe and Liam, and then it kind of just snowballed from there.
And obviously you've been writing about bands now like every year about now.
Yeah. Like first started putting out music about a year ago.
Yeah, and you have the EP Cloud, was that last autumn?
So I want to say the first track came out in like spring, and then EP was in the summer.
Yeah, and I noticed you recently released the live version of that.
Yes.
What was the purpose behind that?
It's good. I think we thought it would be really nice to give people more of what we do, and like better access to it. I don't know if it's kind of a bad way of putting it. Like to just kind of like me as a fan of other bands, I love to see people playing through what they've done, not just like someone's phone on a video for the live concert, but like something pro shot and something with good sound. And I think it's something we wanted to offer out to people.
Do you reckon it's something that's more authentic of what your live show is?
Yeah, I think on one hand it's like, I feel like it's a good way for bands to show that if you're going to come to a show, that's what to expect, because when you record an album or a record, like, you can add so many layers of production to it, so rightly so, give people a great listening experience. But at the same time, like, if you can recreate that live, I think it's a really good way of just going, hey, look, if you come to a show, this is what it's going to be like. On top of making it like a bit of a collectible thing, like we did the behind the scenes from making that record at Middle Farm, like the photo book and the documentary of how we got together and started writing. So it's for anyone that's like into the band and wants to geek out about it, that's the kind of thing that they can get that will give them the info and help them feel a bit more connected to what we're trying to do.
And more recently you released Deadweight,
Yeah.
which are something like wrote, recorded and released in like 2 weeks?
6 weeks.
6 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that natural for you or or?
Well, in terms of releasing it, no, like we've written songs and got really hyped on quickly like that, but that's why it happened, because we were at a point where we'd done the EP, we released Satellites, and because we're completely independent, it was like, well, what should we do? And just by chance, Joe and I came with the Deadweight, showed it to the guys, and we were all so excited. We were like, well, why don't we just release it? Why don't we just put it out? Because we can. We've got no label or management to tell us no. So we just did.
I mean, speaking of being independent, do you obviously now have like full total control of what you want to do? Have kind of like past experience, have they affected that decision of being fully independent, or is it just what you want to do?
I don't know really. In my previous projects I've never had management or labels to worry about. I think Joe and Liam is different. So, but it is nice to just kind of be on your own 2 feet with it. I think there are 2 sides to it. One side is ultimate freedom and independence on how you want to execute things. On the other hand, it's like it'd be nice to have that outside opinion of someone that sees a bigger vision and can help guide you and elevate things.
And I mean, so you've been working on an album, is that right?
Yeah, like loosely, like I think we're always writing music. It's never something that stops, like, because we live so close to each other. Like, we're in a really nice position where if one person's had an idea for a song, we're able to kind of quite quickly realise that into a full track, full demo. So we're always writing, but yeah, ultimately aiming towards an album.
And I know that earlier today, Josh mentioned you're going on tour.
Yes.
In November.
Yes, we are. Yeah.
Yes. Is that going to be a headline or?
That's a headline tour, yeah, which it hasn't yet been announced, but we're going out to the UK and Europe in November. And yeah, like a bunch of really nice venues as well. So we're kind of scheming at the moment in terms of like what we can do to make those shows really special, and yeah, connect with as many people as possible.
And are you planning on releasing any more music around the tour?
Yeah.
More music this year for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah. Cool. And before that, I noticed you're playing with Producer in July.
Oh yeah.
And what's your plan for summer?
What else are our plans? So we've got a few festivals. We're going to do 2000 Trees Architecture Festival. We'll play that show with the Producer. And then any time that we're not out actively playing, we're writing. And then we'll slowly start prepping for these shows.
As musicians, obviously the first time you work together, have you learned anything skill-wise, like as a guitarist, that you hadn't before?
I really like that question, and it's something I've been thinking about a lot recently, and that like I constantly learn a lot, and like I feel so fortunate to be in a position where I'm surrounded by people that are pushing me as a musician to want to be better and to want to practice more. So yeah, it's like learning a lot always, and it's like such a cool place to be as a guitarist.
I think for me, it's like songcraft is something that I'm learning. Like we're always writing songs, and we have in the previous bands, but like learning to go with your gut more than get focused in on the idiosyncrasies and the semantics of certain things in the songs. In previous bands we got obsessed over, whereas this is like go with your gut. If it's a vibe, that's cool. And then on the other hand, I'm learning a lot about mixing because I'm recording and mixing this music. So it's challenging me to get better as a mixing engineer and producer. So.
Yeah, I mean, like Deadweight, obviously, like use your instincts, like record and then get out there.
Yeah.
Okay. What to talk to you about? Yeah, I think that's it. Right, guys. Yeah. Thank you for spending time with us.
Yeah, dude.
Appreciate it, man.
Good to meet you guys, and good luck in November.
Thanks so much.
Hopefully in the future.
See you there.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Steve.